I just want to know myself. Not because I suffer, I go through, I just want to know what I am. Not according to anybody, but just know by myself. So I begin to inquire. I begin to look in the mirror, which is myself. In the mirror says, your reactions are these. And as long as you have these reactions, you're going to pay heavily. You're going to suffer. So that's all. So now, how am I, an ordinary human being, knowing all my reactions, ugly, pleasant, hateful, all the reactions one has, bring about an observation in which there is no motive to restrain or to expand reactions. I wonder if I make myself clear.
Yes, yes.
How am I to observe myself without a cause? The cause generally is punishment and reward, which is obviously it's too absurd, like a dog being trained. So, can I look at myself without any motive?
At this stage of inquiry,
Huh?
at such a state of inquiry where I'm beginning to try to do it, to start with, I cannot do it. I'm too conditioned.
I know. I wouldn't admit, you see, you're always asking for help.
No, but I can, in the same way as I can do a physical training too, I can be able slowly, but not immediately, to look, to bear the proximity of those things that I do normally not like to see in myself.
I understand that, madam, which is like, I have no muscles to do certain exercises. In a week's time I have those muscles by doing exercises. That same mentality is carried over. I don't know myself, but I will gradually learn about myself.
It's not that I need to gradually, we have to be careful here, it's not that I need to gradually learn about myself. It is only that I have to develop the courage, the strength to bear.
It is the same thing. It is the same thing. I haven't the strength, physical strength to do certain exercises. The same mental operation goes psychologically. I'm weak, but I must get strong.
It's not that I must get strong. I think this is where one gets oneself into a
cul-de-sac.
Yes. It is not for the motive. It is a very real suffering out and looking and suffering out and looking and suffering out and looking. And there is a changing factor in it, which in the end makes it possible.
Again, gradual evolution.
And
I say that's totally, if I may point out, I'm not correcting you, that lead nowhere, that's an illusion.
It need not lead to anywhere, but if it is continued in that spirit, with that attitude, not I get something out of it, then there is a sudden change possible, and it does occur. Whether we have done it, and I would like to make another point on that, whether we have done it starting with that motive and began slowly the other way, or whether we have done it unbeknownst to ourselves, so that it suddenly can happen on the basis of the life that we have lived, does really not make any difference.
Either you have insight immediately or you don't have.
Yes, that is true. But the life that led up to it, that is important.
Preparation.
Yes.
Which means time.
Yes.
Which means cultivating identification, the me.
No.
Of course, time, moment you allow time, it is the cultivation of the self.
Not necessarily, sir.
Why do you say not necessarily?
If I do it for something that I want to gain out of it,
Oh, no,
then it is certainly a cultivation of the self.
Madam, when you say, as we said just now, insight is devoid of time and memory. Insight is timeless, it must happen. You can't gradually come to it. It's not a thing cultivated by thought. So, to have an insight into oneself instantly, not
I could
degree.
Mm-hmm.
Is that possible?
Yes.
No, don't say yes, and we are inquiring.
Yeah, well, I would say with my own conviction and experience, I would say yes.
What? Say yes to what?
It is possible.
That means if you have an insight, that insight wipes away the self. Not momentarily, not momentarily. So, would you say action then is without motive? Do you know such action? Not occasional, but living in everyday life. I don't want to be occasionally fed, but I want to be fed every day. I don't want to be occasionally happy. I want to have, all the rest of it. So, as insight is devoid of time and divorced from memory, thought, therefore, is there an action born of insight? You understand?